a Colt 38 handgun, a shotgun, and a folding knife. He fired
Colt 45 too or no?
No, just the 38.
Just wondering.
He did not have 2 zigzags.
Hey everyone, I'm Dale.
And I'm Brit.
And this is A Toast to the Atypical. It's getting weird already. And we have a lot of crazy stuff going on in this episode. Not even going to mention the topic yet.
Nope.
We usually don't right off the get. But we have a lot of stuff to do before we get to the actual content of this episode. But plus, if you're listening, you already know what the content is because you know from the title.
Yipper.
Unless you can't read. In which case, you're on the same level as me. What?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for you to get to the damn point.
There is no point. There's no point. So we have a bunch of new followers on Instagram, which is a huge thank you to you guys.
Yep.
Appreciate all of you following us and checking out all of our crazy stuff that we have going on the podcast. We also had a poll up, but first, before we get to the poll response, we need to follow up from a previous episode.
Just last episode.
Just our last episode?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked about that.
It was the Mandela effect.
Yeah, Mandela effect.
So it was about we started talking about Fruit Loops and whether it was FROOT or FRUIT, and then we started talking about
and they are
the flavors. And I said that supposedly the flavor, there is no difference in flavor in any of the colors. It's all the same flavor, just different coloring.
Yeah.
So we are going to put that to the test. We had little bags of these jumbo Fruit Loops. So I think what we'll do, so I have a blindfold. Where did I put it?
I don't know.
One of us will put it on. The other one will pick 3 random, different colored ones.
Okay.
And then we'll switch off. We'll just see if we, when I'll guess the color, or if I can't taste or can't figure out what it is, then I'll just, whatever.
Okay.
And then we'll switch. I'll give you the blindfold. I'll pick 3 for you.
Fair.
3 different colors. Don't fuck around and give me get 3 of the same, just trying to be a shit. Give me 3 different ones.
I wouldn't do
And we'll
that.
just, yes you would. We'll just see if it actually makes a difference.
Okay.
Okay?
Fair.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to?
I don't care.
All right. Well, I have the blindfold, so I'll go first.
Okay.
All right.
Deal. And then I pick 3 randos, right?
Yes.
Oh, you can take your headphones off if you need to.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Oh, God. Don't break your headphones more than they're already broken.
Hey, shush. Okay?
Go Flyers, by the way.
Yeah.
She's got Flyers.
I do have the Flyers on. Is it
right
upside down?
on your face. No, it's perfect.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is one of those old ski.
So we're gonna pick 3 different colors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I can't see anything that's happening.
Good.
That's kind of the point. But I'll just hold
All
my hand out, I guess.
So we got 3 different colors here. I'm gonna show
Just give
you
me
guys.
one at a time, and then we'll.
I'm gonna show you guys. All right.
Okay.
Color number 1.
Color 1.
Does it have any flavor profile to it? Distinctly.
It just tastes like fruit punch. It just tastes.
Okay.
Like a tropical. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say blue.
Okay.
Just a guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like I should sip in between. Can you pass me my water? It's down here at my feet.
Oh, God, we need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
I didn't bring the ginger.
Ew, I don't like ginger anyway.
Dude, this is funny. Ray Charles over here.
Hey, shut up. What are you laughing at?
What's the flavor profile on that one?
Identical to the last
Really?
one. Yeah.
I hope this isn't the case.
I don't know.
All right. Last one.
Yellow.
Last one.
I'm not even sipping. It's the same thing. No, they're all the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Red.
What'd you say?
Red.
Okay, you got that one right.
Okay.
Totally by chance, but...
I'm guessing by the fact that you didn't say anything for the other 2 that I did not get those correct.
Oh, fuck no. They were very far off. All right,
Okay.
so let's see. I'm going to do the same thing.
All right.
I'm going to put the Flyers in front. And I'm taking my headphones off.
Okay.
I can't see anything. I realistically, well, the color would change.
So you
I
can't
say I
see
could just
shit
take my
anyway.
glasses off, but.
All right, I will take the bag.
Oh, this is
All
weird.
right. Ready?
Sure.
Number 1. Oh, I didn't show them. Okay.
Okay, number 1.
What are you picking
Green.
up? No. that was a very quick answer.
Yeah, I had to be confident. Where's my microphone at? There it is.
Confidence doesn't mean correctness. Number 2. Do you want some water?
No, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Orange.
No.
Damn it.
All right. Number 3.
So this is clearly, we've been lied to.
Do they taste the same to you?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't taste different
100%.
from each other.
No.
You just guessed a different color just to guess a different color.
They smell exactly the same, too.
I know.
That one's a little different. That one's blue.
Did you cheat underneath?
No, was it blue?
It was blue.
Was it really?
And the first 2 were orange and green, but in reverse.
Oh, fuck, really?
So you said green first, but I had given you orange, and then you said orange when I gave you green.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
And that last one was blue, but I don't, yeah. No, so.
No, I just was trying to throw you off there.
What were do you remember the ones you gave me or no?
You had an orange, a red, and maybe a green? Yeah, a green.
I gave you the same, except for we switched out blue and red.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so yeah, we're
That's some
gonna say
bullshit.
that
Yeah.
myth has been
Yeah.
been proven.
Yeah. So we purposely did not pour our drink yet because
I didn't want it to taint the
Yeah.
taste of this, so
taint.
I hate you.
The perineum.
Ew.
Come on, let's get it in. Let's go. Right? Do it.
No, I'm not ready.
Ready? Here you go. Fastball. Oh.
You like aimed at my eyeball, you idiot. Oh, if you didn't move, I would have had that. One more.
Ready? Go.
Same time. All right, we're done.
Right off the eyebrow.
All right, we're done.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So this next follow-up, we are gonna need drinks for because we're about to throw punches.
Yeah, it's about to get heavy in here.
It's shit's going down in this one because this is a heated conversation.
I don't care who disagrees with me. I will
She
not
won't accept
back
that
down.
she's wrong. So here's
Don't
the
care.
thing. Here's the thing.
Because it's
Okay,
not
wait,
wrong.
wait.
It's a
Yeah.
perspective thing.
Okay. So wait.
So
So the follow-up was
I'm also not going to say you're wrong, but I'm not going to say that I was wrong either.
Right.
So that's fine.
Yeah. So the follow-up on this one was we put a poll up on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
On our personal Facebook pages because we have more followers.
Well, I
on-
didn't do it on mine, but
Okay,
you
I
did it on
mine.
yours. I think you
Tagged
tagged.
you, yeah.
Tagged.
So you
Excuse
okay?
me.
Choking on a Fruit Loop. What flavor was it? Did it taste different coming up?
No, it's all kind of pukey. I don't really like Fruit Loops. They're kind of burny. I don't know what it is. I don't like them.
So are Fruity Pebbles just like busted up Fruit Loops?
No.
Do they make those out of like
I
leftover?
like Fruit Loops better than Fruity Pebbles. I don't like Fruity Pebbles. I think they're gross.
Really? They
Cocoa
get soggy
Pebbles.
so fast.
Yeah, dude, they're nasty.
They're the only cereal that I don't
They're like
care if
mini
it's soggy,
Frosted
though.
Flakes.
I don't
with
care if they're
different color.
soggy.
Ew.
I'll just like drink it like a milkshake of
Disgusting. No, I don't like Fruity
chunky
Pebbles.
milkshake.
Ugh. I feel like Nifty 50s does have a Fruity Pebble
Yeah.
milkshake.
All right. So our drink.
Yep.
Okay. Let me give it the shaky shake. You tell.
Yeah.
What was the?
So it's the Royal Blue cocktail. The recipe is from BettyCrocker.com, and it is sugar,
strong shake on that one.
ice cubes,
So
cranberry
the sugar
juice.
is just for the rim,
Correct.
the rim job, if you will.
Well, I'm just saying what you need for the thing. So you need cranberry juice, vodka, blue curacao, and lime juice. You shake that over ice, and then you pour it into a martini glass, which you rim with lime juice and sugar.
Should I just go for the full send?
Yeah, what the hell?
Give it a full send.
And
Look at
we won't tell you why, but there is a reason for the drink choice.
yes.
We will get into that when we tell you about the topic and when we talk a little bit more about what we're going to do today. But
I'm going to try really hard to
for
not
right
spill this.
now, we're just going to follow up about the side of the bed debate.
Yes.
So the question was, how do you name the side of the bed? So if someone were to say to you, I sleep on the right side of the bed, does that mean to you looking at the bed, standing at the foot of the bed, looking at the bed, are you looking at the right side of the bed and that's where the person sleeps? Or do you take that as the perspective of laying in the bed and being on the right side of the bed? So we found out at some point that we very strongly disagree about how that is defined.
Because she's fucking wrong.
I'm not. I don't care. Anywho, so we presented that to you guys to see what you had to say. So the results, it was neck and neck for a good bit. It ended up at 56% to 44%. So still pretty close. But most of you who responded anyway, felt like the perspective of looking from the foot of the bed, looking at the bed, was how you would name left and right. So, most of you agree with Dale, which breaks my little heart a little bit. It's a good thing I don't really have much of one, so. But no, I disagree. I feel like something should be named by the way that you use it, not by the way that you look at it. So, my perspective is that I lay on the left side of our bed. If you're laying in our bed, face up towards the ceiling, I am on the left. Dale was adamant that he lays on the left, and I'm like, that's not true. So yeah, we figured out that we define the sides of the bed differently then. So it seems like a lot of people who disagreed were couples as well.
Yeah.
Like we would have the wife or girlfriend say one thing, and then the husband or boyfriend say the opposite. Or, like, somebody would comment and say, like, oh, yeah, my husband says this, or my wife said that, or whatever. So, we found that we were not alone in the disagreement of that. But...
So, before we get into more of this conversation, we need to
do
a toast so we don't freaking...
So, thank you to everybody who responded, whether that be on Facebook or Instagram. And thank you to all of the new followers. And thank you for tuning into this episode. And a royal blue cocktail, which is surprisingly gorgeous. That is very royal blue, too.
It is.
I like it.
It's a good mix.
Cheers.
Oh, sugar taps. No real clinkies on that one. You got to get the sugar off first.
Yeah, sugar. I like it.
You know my issue with it.
It's too summery.
Yeah, tastes like summer.
Shut up.
It tastes like a blue freeze pop.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, a little bit. All right,
I like it. Okay.
So I win the poll.
So why don't you get into why you feel the way you feel?
Because
we'll make this a true debate.
The way that I mean, the easiest way to explain it would be if you're telling somebody to go into your room and you need to get something off of your end table. So you have end tables on both sides of the bed.
Okay.
My end table is on the left side of the bed.
Right, but
if somebody said, "Where do I find the baby monitor?" and you say it's on the left, given your perspective that it's on the left side of your side of the bed.
Yeah.
Would you actually tell somebody it's on the left side?
I wouldn't use that terminology when I'm talking about.
Because you're wrong?
No, because it doesn't because there's too much room for error. If I say I sleep
I guarantee if you told somebody the right side of the bed,
let me finish. You asked me a question. Now I would like to finish my statement.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. We need a moderator here.
If I were to say I sleep on the left side of the bed,
yeah,
I would use that sentence to mean where I sleep. When I am sleeping, what side of the bed am I on? When I lay down in that bed next to you and I am ready to go to sleep, I'm on the left. My bedside table is on my left and your left when we're both laying down. Yeah, my phone charger is on the left.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's not.
I am laying like this and it is on the left side of my body.
But you're assuming that everyone sleeps on their back then.
No.
Yes, you are. Because if I'm sleeping on my stomach, now you are to my right. Am I wrong?
when you first get into bed, you are always on your back.
So?
But it doesn't... to me, the way that you name something is the way that you use it.
Okay.
So once you're in the bed, then whatever position you're in, you're still on that side of the bed. You're still on the left or right of the bed. The headboard is here, footboard is there. Like, your orientation is still the same. Look, put it this way.
Because, again, wait,
hold on.
Wait, let me, because I'm going to forget this. But that brings me back to the way that you use the bed. Everyone sleeps differently.
Okay, fine. So let's talk about the chair I'm sitting on, right?
Yes.
Is this the left side of the chair and the right side of the chair? Okay, what if I sat sideways and I had my right side
Still the
here?
left side of the chair.
Okay. What about a couch?
Left side of the couch, right side of the couch.
What about...
From when you're sitting.
What about if you were to tell somebody our front window?
Our front window?
Yes. What is the left side of the window? Is it from the inside of the house or from the outside of the house?
Outside of the house.
No!
Yes.
False! Absolutely fucking not. No way.
Not. Look at surveys. Well, land surveys go by north, south, east, west. But
so if
our driveway is on the right side of our house, is what you're saying?
Yes.
No, it's not. It's on the left side of our house.
It's on the right. No way. No, I disagree so much.
But back to everything else. The chair, the couch. These are all built directionally. They are built so that you sit in them this way. This is the front of the chair. That is the back of the chair.
I'm sure beds were intended to be laid in on their back too. Like,
no, they weren't.
Use that.
You sleep how you sleep.
Original intended purpose?
Yeah.
I doubt
Everyone
it.
sleeps differently. When people were sleeping on the ground, they sleep differently. A bed wasn't intended for you to only sleep on your back.
You don't know that. You don't know the original invention of the bed.
Do you?
No, but I'm saying you could be wrong still.
But I highly doubt it.
So, okay, you're looking at me, right?
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
This is the right side of my face.
Yes.
It is on your left looking at me. But it's my face.
Right.
It is still the right side of my face.
Correct.
It's like the right side of the bed.
Right.
Is still you looking at it from the left. It is still the right side of the bed, even though it's on your left.
Wait, what do you mean?
So you're looking at me, right?
Yeah.
This is the right side of my face.
Yes.
The right side of my bed is on your
sleep.
left. No, I sleep on the left.
No, because you're talking the same exact way. If you were to lay down on your back right now and pretend you were a bed, that would still be your right side.
Correct. Which is the side that you sleep on.
Wrong. I sleep on the left side.
No, what did you just say?
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
What you just said is what I have been saying.
I understand that. But again, you're basing that off of... You're saying then that a bed has a direction to it, and it doesn't. You can sleep in a bed. So are you saying then if I sleep on my right side, that basically you are using the usage to name the direction? So if you're sleeping on your back, you're on the left side of the bed. If I'm sleeping on my right side and you're behind me, are you on the back of the bed then?
No.
Then the direction...
There is no back of a bed.
Exactly.
That's the stupidest analogy I ever heard.
So if I sleep on my stomach then, would you be on my right side or my left side?
It's not your side. It's the bed's side. The bed is the ownership, not you.
It's still...
The bed... It's the right side of the bed.
Then go ask the fucking bed what side is left and right is.
I fucking will.
Because...
Lord knows if anyone is going to be spoken to by a bed in our house, it's going to be me. I can whisper that shit.
Yeah.
Come at me. I don't care. No, it's the direction of the bed, not your orientation to the bed.
No.
It is... The bed is the ownership of the side, not the person.
I still go back to trying to tell somebody... If you were to tell somebody, I need my pillow... You would tell somebody it's on go get my pillow. It's on the left side of the bed.
No, because
it's on the right side of the fucking bed. That's why.
I would say it's the side closer to the window.
No, you can't use that.
That is what I would say. You asked me what I would say. That's what I would say.
Cop out.
It's not a cop out. You asked me what I would say. That is what I would say.
Okay.
Because there's too much room for interpretation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Room for interpretation.
Because
okay.
someone else might be confused by what I say because there is no universal answer.
Okay.
My feeling is that the left side of the bed is the side in our room that is closest to the window. Because it's the orientation of the bed.
Okay.
The bed doesn't flip to face down. The bed doesn't go head first. The headboard is here. The footboard is here. The bed has a left and a right. It's not.
You know what is the way to test this?
What?
This might be a test. I don't know if it shows up. We have a sleep number, a split sleep number. Does it say right or left side on the remote?
I'm 99% sure it says left for my side. We're gonna test it tonight. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm pretty sure when I switch my number,
we
it
are
does
gonna,
say
and
left.
the reason that I'm hesitating on this, or hesitated right away after I said it, is because that purposely does have to be like they tell you when you're changing your sleep number, you need to lay on your back and set the number.
Yeah.
So that is lining up exactly to the way that you are saying it in the perspective of the bed. They are setting the direction of everything.
Right.
You need to lay on your back facing the ceiling.
From a person,
and a
from
left
a
to the
company
right.
that makes a bed.
So they're
the gold standard.
So I don't
is what
know
I'm gonna say.
if that
All right.
actually.
Follow
we can
up
test
next
it.
episode.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that.
All right.
I'm still not going to be sold on it at all.
I don't care.
But, yeah.
All right, let's stop there because we're gonna get into this. Do you want to take a little break and then we'll jump into the?
Do I look like I need a break?
Kind of.
You think I need a break?
I think you might. Do you want to take a break or?
No.
Do we have more feedback that we need to go over?
No, that was it. I think.
Okay.
So
all right.
We're talking about.
We are gonna talk about the Clintons' body count.
Yeah, Bill Clinton at least had one.
Bill Clinton had several. And Hillary ain't far behind.
Not that kind of body count, though.
No. We are not talking. We are talking about a pretty dark conspiracy revolving around Bill and Hillary Clinton. And they have been accused.
Wait, freeze. Can we just. Again, we've mentioned this in previous episodes. We will talk about political topics. We are going to try our best to not put our political spin on things.
Well, maybe it's not relevant.
No, but maybe there's going to be snarky comments about things, and I would say it about anybody.
Right. Because all politicians are shitty. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's just blanket that.
Let's just say that.
Okay, so that leads us into why the cocktail is the cocktail. The royal blue being the blue dress. And if you don't know, you're too young. Get off the page. You don't belong here. So yeah, another cheers to that.
I got a bald spot here, not on my head, but on the glass.
I might have enough to get the job done there.
She did. There you go. Cheers.
He did.
He did. Yeah. It's not bad. Not a bad drink.
I like it. All right. So I'm going to be leading this one. Dale will be colorful commentary. We have little pretzel nuggets from the pretzel factory and chocolate syrup for snackies. And I guess the leftover Fruit Loops here. So.
I'm very nervous about the recordings here.
So the Clintons have been accused by other conspiracy theorists of assassinating roughly 46 of their associates. All these people died in mysterious ways, and a lot of people seem to think that the Clintons had some sort of tie to it. Okay. I am not going to get into all 46.
Good.
Some of them are lesser known, just kind of there because they had some sort of tie, but there's not enough to really talk about, and honestly, it's just going to get too heavy if I go into all 46 of them. So we're going to go into the bigger ones.
Well, I appreciate that, and my editing appreciates that, so.
So they've never been charged with any murders or conspiracy to murder, but, there's a lot of suspicion surrounding all of these. Right. So we are going to start with Victor Razor II in 1992.
He invented the Razor cell phone.
No. He was National Finance co-chairman for Bill Clinton. He died in a plane crash along with his son and 3 others on July 30th, 1992 during the fishing trip. Conspiracy theorists believe the crash to have been deliberately caused. However, the National Transportation Safety Board ruled it as an accident, stating the probable cause of the accident was the pilot's delayed decision in reversing course and his failure to maintain airspeed during the maneuver. Factors related to the accident were mountainous terrain and a low ceiling. So this one was... I'm going chronologically, but that one with Victor Razor really was not viewed as anything suspicious until after 1993, when the conspiracy first started gaining some traction. A former attorney from Indianapolis named Linda Thompson published a newsletter titled Coincidence or the Kiss of Death. She theorized that a number of people close to Bill and Hillary had died under mysterious circumstances, including Vince Foster, who was a longtime Clinton aide on the list.
Okay.
He was found dead in Fort Mercy Park in Virginia, outside Washington, D.C. on July 20th, 1993. An autopsy determined that he was shot in the mouth and no other wounds were found on his body. His death was ruled a suicide by 5 official investigations, but he remains a subject of conspiracy theories that he was actually murdered by the Clintons for knowing too much. According to the wife of security operative Jerry Parks, Parks delivered large sums of money from Mena Airport to Vince Foster at a Kmart parking lot. Mrs. Parks discovered this when she opened her car trunk one day and found so much cash that she had to sit on the trunk to close it again.
Holy shit.
She asked her husband if he was dealing... Right? I'll help you close that trunk, babe. She asked her husband if he was dealing drugs, and he allegedly explained that Foster paid him $1,000 for each trip he took to Mena. He said he didn't know what they were doing, and he didn't care to know, and he told me to forget what I had seen. He was using him as a kind of operative to collect sensitive information and do sensitive jobs. And it appeared that some had been done on behalf of Hillary Clinton. Foster had told Parks that Hillary wanted it done, and then Foster was later found dead from an apparent suicide.
Shot in the mouth.
Shot in the mouth. Now, I mean, people do commit suicide, right. Gun in the mouth.
Right.
So, I mean, it's possible. Mm-hmm. But that's when people started digging a little bit more and finding this Victor Razor, and then there's more. So we're going to jump into 1997 here. Mary Mahoney, former White House intern, was gunned down during an attempted robbery inside a Starbucks in the Georgetown suburb of Washington, D.C., where Mahoney was working behind the counter. The robber entered the store and shot Mahoney after she attempted to take his gun. He then shot 2 Starbucks employees and fled. However, conspiracy theorists believe Mahoney was killed on the orders of the Clintons.
Okay.
Because she, at this time, had no longer been an intern, but had more information than they knew what to do with. And now she was no longer under their thumb, so they ordered it.
Okay.
So this is where it really Go ahead.
I was going to ask, was it, did they give her, an idea of any information that she had?
No, but just knowing that she was an intern, there's just an assumption that she knew more than they wanted her to. So, 2008 to 2013 is really where this gets heavy. 2008, Hillary Clinton's private eye, Anthony Pellicano, is sentenced to 15 years in prison after being convicted of conspiring to run a criminal enterprise that employed illegal wiretaps to dig up dirt on the rich and famous on behalf of his elite Hollywood clients. So, the thought is that he took the fall for some level of information, and basically he has some secrets that they've offered to keep under wraps if he takes the fall.
Okay. Blackmail.
Yeah, essentially. Yep. So we've got Judy Gibbs, who was a model and call girl who appeared in Penthouse magazine, ran a powerful house of prostitution with her sister Sharon. They would blackmail some of their more powerful clients. Both her family, I'm sure. Both her family and one of Clinton's bodyguards later linked Judy Gibbs to, at the time, Governor Clinton. She decided to cooperate with police in an investigation of Arkansas cocaine trafficking, but was burned to death inside her home due to a suspicious arson case that has never been solved.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's getting a little better now.
Howard Gutman was a man who worked under Hillary Clinton at the State Department.
Okay.
He was the ambassador to Belgium, and he was busted for having sex with children in 2013. You remember hearing anything about that? Because I sure as hell don't.
Nope.
So, all swept under the rug. This is all kind of going to lead into Pizzagate and Epstein and more heavy things. But this is just kind of laying the groundwork.
Got it.
So, Bill Clinton's firm, the Arkansas Development Finance Authority, has allegedly laundered drug money for years.
Okay.
$10 million worth of cocaine a week was flying into Mena Airport in Arkansas during the 90s, which, if you remember, Mena Airport is where Jerry Parks and Vince Foster were
they were
delivering money between that and the Kmart parking lot. Kmart. I can only get my underwear from Kmart. Is that what it was? The blue light special?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I don't know. Was that Kmart?
Yeah, blue light special.
Oh, I don't remember.
In the red light district.
Jesus.
What?
Nothing. The money was supposedly being laundered to a bank in Florida, a bank in Georgia, Citicorp in New York, and from there it was transferred out of the country. And, you know, the thought behind that is with Victor Razor, he was the National Finance Co-Chairman. So once there started being some suspicion around that, they're saying that his plane crashed and it was a way to get him out of the way.
Shady.
Yep. So
seems like the old like cut the brake line.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. So Clinton's best friend was Dan Lasseter. He led the operations, and he and Bill Clinton's brother, Roger, later spent time in jail due to drug-related crimes. The chief of police in Arkansas at the time, Doc DeLauder, said he had more than enough information from many persons.
What was his name?
Doc DeLauder.
Okay. I thought you said Dr. Lauder.
Doc DeLauder.
It's like the doctor. Doctor's in the house.
You're an idiot. He said that he had more than enough information from many persons in Lasseter's surroundings on how they smuggled drugs and abused young girls sexually.
Okay. All right. This is sadly getting more believable now.
Yeah.
Get that T-Rex arm in there to get this snack around the mic. Snacks with this boom microphone are the weirdest things ever. I just wind up like reaching over it.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. You gotta like T-Rex arm it. It's very strange.
I feel like no matter what I do, it's in the way though.
Just kind of give it a little toss.
All right. Christopher Sign. He was a reporter who broke the news of a meeting on June 27, 2016.
That name sounds familiar, actually.
With Phoenix Sky Harbor tarmac between President Bill Clinton and then Attorney General Loretta Lynch. The timing of the meeting happened during the 2016 presidential election, which, if you remember, Hillary was a candidate.
Right.
She was, at the time, under scrutiny for how she handled the emails during her tenure. During her tenure as U.S. Secretary of State. He was found dead. That Christopher Sign was found dead in his Alabama home on June 12th, 2021. His death is currently being investigated as a suicide. However, there is a very strong thought that he was murdered by the Clintons because of his report.
Yeah, I could definitely see that one.
Yep. So my thought is, you know, as it gets closer to current times, 2013, 2016, you know, the internet was a little bit heavier than it was back in 92, 93, 97, 98.
Yeah.
So some of these, I just think there wasn't enough story for why and what was going on, but then more of it came to light as the years went on and we started figuring out, okay, there was, $10,000 worth of cocaine a week coming into Mina Airport.
Right.
Okay, and then this person happened to say that he was meeting in Mina Airport 20 years prior and was suspiciously, died in a plane crash that shouldn't have happened, or maybe was suspicious.
Okay.
Or, maybe it was legitimate. Who knows?
Probably not, but maybe, sure.
All right. So that is a good place for us to take a break. And then we're going to jump into Pizzagate.
Oh, shit. We're getting into Pizzagate?
Oh, yeah, we're doing it.
Oh, okay.
It's very heavily related, so.
Okay.
I feel like it has to be. There's a lot that has to go into this.
Dude.
So let's take a quick break, and we will be back. I'm going to drink a good bit of that since I've been talking this whole time, and I need to catch up.
Okay.
And we'll see you in a few.
All right. We'll be back.
Okay. And we're back. Thanks for sticking with us. So before the break, we were talking about basically everything leading up to Pizzagate. So everything
I love pizza.
Pre-2016. So do these people. So then in 2016, when Hillary Clinton was running for president, all these old theories were being dredged up again. So in early November 2016, Clinton's campaign manager, John Podesta, infamously had his email hacked. And a shout out to our Chester Bennington conspiracy about his death.
Yeah.
He looked quite a bit like John Podesta. So if you haven't checked out that episode, go back and check that one out. We'll include a link here, and that'll tie in a little bit more to what we're talking about here as well. But we didn't get into that as heavily, but just another little bit that ties in here. It's hard to get into all of this because there's just so much content that you can just dig for ages. So paring it down can always be a little challenging. Yeah. So John Podesta's email messages were published by WikiLeaks. One of the emails was between Podesta and James Alefantis, who's the owner of Washington, D.C.'s Comet Ping Pong Pizza Place.
Comet Ping Pong Pizza.
Comet Ping Pong is the name of the pizza shop.
Okay.
The email discussed Alefantis possibly hosting a fundraiser for Clinton. People then began speculating on the links between Comet Ping Pong, and the Democratic Party, and came to the conclusion that the pizzeria was the headquarters of a child trafficking ring led by Hillary Clinton and John Podesta. The theory was mainly hinged on the frequent use of the term cheese pizza in the emails, which the terminology and the way that it was used didn't always make sense. Like it wasn't always like, it didn't always seem like they were talking about pizza. So the thought is that cheese pizza
I find it weird when people say cheese pizza anyway.
I always call it plain.
Yeah, it's pizza.
Right, but
like,
to
it's
me,
pizza
like,
unless you get something else on it.
Right, but I wouldn't say like, can I get 3 large pizzas? Like I would say, can I have 3 large planes? Like or plain pizza. Like
what if they just flew in with an airplane then? Though?
I knew you were gonna go there, you stupid ass.
Would you like to be?
Anyway, the thought was that cheese pizza stood for child pornography.
Okay, CP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Alefantis and his staff started getting threatening phone calls, text messages, photos of customers' kids were posted online, used in articles by different websites as proof of the abuse ring, supposedly.
Okay.
So the idea is that these things have been debunked, and that some of them were, innocent photos of some of the customers just to try and scare them. But, yeah, I don't know how much I believe that it's fake. So, it pretty heavily escalated into like some severe violence after just the initial threats. So Sunday, December 4th, 2016, Edgar Medicine Welch, a 28-year-old from North Carolina, walked into Comet Ping Pong with an AR-15 and a Colt 38 handgun, a shotgun, and a folding knife. He fired
Colt 45 too, or no? No,
just the 38.
Okay. Just wondering.
He did not have 2 zigzags. And apparently that was not all he needed, because he's got more.
His middle name was Madison? three you said?
Meddison.
Okay.
Like Madison, but with an E. But sounds like medicine.
Weird.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Weird.
Fucking people.
Sorry. Go.
He did fire the assault rifle, but no one was hurt, and he was arrested. James Elephantis, who was the owner of the pizza shop, called out the dangers of fake news when he issued the following statement. What happened today demonstrates that promoting false and reckless conspiracy theories comes with consequences. I hope that those involved in fanning these flames will take a moment to contemplate what happened here today and stop promoting these falsehoods right away. So, obviously he's denying it.
Yeah.
Because why would he come out and be like, oh yeah, you can find little Susie in the back room? Like, he's not going to fucking say that, obviously.
No.
So, Laura Silsby is... Sorry, hold on. I lost a line here, and I don't know what the hell happened.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
She was the leader of 10 U.S. Baptist missionaries in Haiti. So she was involved, and she was arrested at the Haitian border in 2010 for attempting to smuggle 33 children out of Haiti.
Okay.
The Virgin Islands is home to the Pedo Island, which is an alleged secret hideaway for the child trafficking ring, where billionaire child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the Clintons have reportedly been known to take trips back and forth with other Hollywood celebrities. So according to public record, Laura Silsby was smuggling kids out of Haiti from the very orphanage that was run by Comet Ping Pong shop owner James Elephantis' lawyer, Max McCoby, and his father, Michael. So that's how she ties into...
The lawyer of the pizza shop?
The lawyer of the pizza shop's owner. So James Elephantis, his lawyer's name is Max McCoby, and Max's father, Michael, run an orphanage out of Haiti, which is the same orphanage that Laura Silsby was caught smuggling kids out of.
Got it. Okay.
So, I mean, is it really fake news now, or what are we dealing with here?
Hashtag fake news.
Your recording is...
Oh, snap. All right, proceed. You're good.
Okay. So, Pizzagate gives rise to the QAnon theory that believes that Donald Trump is battling a deep state or a group of Democratic elites that run a satanic child sex trafficking ring led by Hillary Clinton. The theory first surfaced on 4chan and accused Hollywood actors and executives, politicians, high-ranking officials of running an international sex trafficking ring, primarily children. The theory is, you good? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry.
We got other angles too.
All right. So the theory hinges on Robert Mueller not investigating Trump's collusion with the Russians, but rather working with Trump to expose the ring before Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama launched a coup d'etat on the Trump administration. So, there's always the, Trump's supporters are unhinged and all of this is a far-right craziness, but, there's definitely some links that I don't feel can be ignored.
Yeah.
And I think political radicalism in either direction is dangerous.
Big words. I agree, though.
Big words. I'm capable of that. I do have a doctorate, remember?
Oh, tell you. Got badass over here.
But I think that, yes, extremists of either kind can be dangerous. But when you're looking at it and saying, oh, that person's just an extremist, like, don't take anything they say, like, yeah, they might still have some truth to what they're putting out there. And I think just completely...
Yeah, it's usually not just totally made up. Like,
Right,
there's usually some sort of
it's not just a load of bullshit. Like, there's usually something there that triggered this theory in some capacity. So, followers of QAnon also linked the unsolved murder of Seth Rich, who was a Democratic National Staff member working with Hillary Clinton in 2017. Rich's murder is still unsolved, but it's thought that he was a victim of a robbery. And it's also thought that Hillary Clinton was responsible for the plane crash that killed JFK Jr.
Okay.
So...
why was she targeting him? Any thought there? Or anything that you saw?
So, what I saw was that he was the most popular Democrat in New York at the time. And he was considered to be seeking the seat of Senator Moynihan in the 2000 state Senate election, but died in July of 1999, and then Hillary Clinton was elected to that vacant seat in November of 2000.
Curious.
Yep.
Curious.
So, Seth Rich, just jumping back to him, his parents hired a private detective, and they... It apparently was broke on Fox 5 News that the police officer who was at the scene of Rich's murder went to Georgetown University, where both John Podesta taught, and the officer's sister actually worked for Hillary Clinton as well. So, yeah. The murder's unsolved. They're thinking it's a robbery, or they're saying that it's a robbery. But the biggest part of all of this is that Seth Rich was the guy who leaked the pedogate emails.
Oh.
Yep.
So they needed him to leave. They needed him to go.
Yep. Yeah.
What better way to get rid of your problem than to just off somebody? Interesting.
Now, the big one. Jeffrey Epstein. So... Bill Clinton and Donald Trump both have ties to Epstein. Trump has been at Epstein's Manhattan mansion. Epstein's gone to parties at Trump's Mar-a-Lago. According to flight logs, Bill Clinton flew on Epstein's jet at least 26 times, including 5 of which where he reportedly ditched his Secret Service detail. In 2013, a young woman filed a lawsuit claiming Epstein used her as a sex slave for his wealthy friends. She claimed that she'd been at parties with Bill Clinton. She claimed that she'd, been at parties with Bill Clinton. And then in 2016, another woman filed a lawsuit alleging that both Epstein and Donald Trump repeatedly raped her at a series of sex parties. She says that she attended several parties at Epstein's mansion and had sexual contact with Donald Trump at 4 of them. The 4th and final time she attended a party with Trump, she reports that he tied her to a bed, raped her, and then beat her and threatened to kill her and her family if she told anyone. She was 13 years old at the time. The Clintons have never addressed their affiliation with Epstein. Trump has obviously denied the claims, said he barely knew Epstein. But there are... if you look through some photos and videos of New York in the 90s, there's evidence of Trump coming and going from Epstein's home in the Upper East Side of New York.
Okay.
So during the time that Jeffrey Epstein was being held on federal charges of child sex trafficking, he was found dead in his cell at the High Security Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan. The official autopsy declared the cause of death as a suicide by hanging. However, his death led to conspiracy theories, particularly relating to Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Hours after Epstein's death, Trump retweeted the claims that Epstein's death was related to Clinton, including the hashtag Clinton body count. Lynn Patton, who was a Trump appointee, said, quote, Hillaried, and used the hashtag Vince Foster Part 2. in an Instagram post about Epstein's death. Political commentator Dinesh D'Souza attempted to use the time he spent in a federal correction center to lend authority to the conspiracy theory that the Clintons were responsible for Epstein's death. So that's the meat and potatoes of it. Here's the other thing that really gets me. Google apparently buried the search term Clinton's body count during the presidential election in 2016.
Right.
It was accused of changing its algorithm to bury negative stories about Hillary Clinton, including this Clinton's body count.
Okay.
When users type in Clinton body, the first couple of results that come up are like car repair shops, like a body shop.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the Sam Smith song, Body Shop. Not the same thing. Although, I mean, not that far off, I guess. It is a bop. I don't want to like it, but I do.
Yeah.
So, it's suspicious. There's no way around it. I mean, and that's not even half of them that we talked about. I mean, there's 40 some.
Yeah, if there's high net worth people like this, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff.
Right. So here's the thing that kills me, though, is with the Google burying their search. Like, you can still find everything negative you want to about Donald Trump, Bernie Sanders. Like, you can find anything else or any other conspiracies that you want, but this one you have to dig for.
Right.
Why?
Well, because it's been claimed as fake news now.
Okay, and I'm sure there's stuff about Bernie Sanders that's been claimed to be fake news. There's stuff about Donald Trump that's been fake news.
Yeah.
But so the problem is that it's using the algorithm to bury the information rather than letting the people decide what they want to believe. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, anybody can believe anything they want to for any fucking reason, whether they're idiots or the smartest man alive. It doesn't fucking matter. You can believe what you want, but having access to any and all of the information is hugely important. And by Google not allowing that to be accessible in the same capacity, that's wrong.
It's always murdering people to cover up your past.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Like, obviously the Clintons
Two wrongs don't make a right, Dale.
I don't know. Maybe.
No.
3 lefts do. Right? Get it?
Correct. You're stupid.
I can't be surprised by it. Like,
yeah.
If it's a high profile thing like that there's murders going on, it needs to be covered up. Obviously, they've been covered up in the past. They gotta have somebody at Google in their back pocket, and it all ties together, like you said. I mean, if they're in a relationship with Epstein, Google higher ups probably have a relationship with Epstein.
That's my thought too. Is anytime pockets are lined, follow the money.
Money.
So there are some other quick ones I'm going to mention. Not as common names, probably names you won't recognize, but things that are important. Jim McDougal was a financial partner of the Clintons in the real estate venture that led to the Whitewater scandal. He died of a heart attack at the Federal Correction Facility in Fort Worth, Texas in 1998.
Okay.
Edward Wiley Jr., he was a Clinton fundraiser whose wife Kathleen alleged on the CBS News magazine 60 Minutes that Bill Clinton had sexually assaulted her on November 29th, 1993. He was killed.
Why wouldn't they kill her?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe that one. Unless their assassin did a shit job.
Yeah. So she also testified on the Paula Jones sexual harassment suit against Clinton, and Edward was found dead in the Virginia woods. Death ruled as suicide. Ron Brown was Secretary of Commerce during the first term of Clinton's presidency. Prior to this, he was chairman of the Democratic National Committee. He had been under investigation by an independent counsel for the Commerce Department Trade Mission controversy and was a material witness who had been noticed to testify against the Clinton Commerce Department. He and 34 others died in the 1996 Croatia flight CT-43 crash. Jerry Parks, who we talked about a little bit earlier. He was the head of security for the Clinton headquarters during his presidential campaign in 1992. He was killed as he left a Mexican restaurant at the edge of Little Rock, Arkansas, by a man in another car that shot him 10 times using a 9mm handgun.
He was shot in his car 10 times with a 9mm handgun after he had a belly full of Mexican food.
Yep.
That's a rough
He probably
one.
shit himself so bad.
Yeah, you're not. There's
They
no
say you
coming
poop
back.
after you die.
That dude, he did more than poop. Mount Vesuvius, for sure.
That's wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Parks' son Gary believes that his father collected a secret file of Clinton's associates and pedophiles, and that his father was using the file to try and blackmail the Clinton campaign, and then he was shot down.
What would you blackmail them about? Like, what would you get out of them? I mean, for the blackmail. Like, if you had
Yeah,
that,
I mean, I don't see them bowing down. Like, it's not like they're gonna pay you off. They're just gonna fucking kill you. Like,
Right.
what good is it to tell people like, oh, I've got this dirt on you, knowing how powerful
why
they
wouldn't
are?
you just fucking go out with it?
I think they probably thought that they could get some money out of it. Like, pay me off, I'll keep quiet. Well, they're like, you're not gonna fucking pay you off. We'll just kill you.
Stupid.
Fuck that.
Stupid.
Yeah. Mark Middleton was an Arkansas business leader, mutual friend of Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein, and a former finance director for Clinton's presidential campaign, and later special assistant to Clinton. He was found dead from hanging from a tree 30 miles from his home with a shotgun wound in his chest.
Clearly not suicide.
May 7th, 2022.
Clearly not suicide.
His family filed an injunction to prevent police photos of the scene from being released to the public, citing concerns that the images could encourage conspiracy theories. Judge Alice Gray will decide whether the photographs can be released, but it has not been determined yet.
He was found hanged 30 miles from his home with a shotgun hole in his chest.
Right. And the family doesn't want the pictures released.
And where is it? What town was this?
He was an Arkansas business leader. I don't know exactly where his home was. I don't know if he moved out of Arkansas after his affiliation with Clinton, but
think they can rule out suicide.
Yeah, I think so. And there's also supposed tweets from Anthony Bourdain, who was the celebrity chef who died by suicide. Kobe Bryant.
He died by suicide? Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain? I believe so, because there was a whole bunch of talk about depression after that.
Yeah, I thought that was like a heart attack or...
No, I don't think so. Hold on.
Oh,
I might be wrong. Hold up.
If it's an overdose on pills or something, that's bullshit. It's gotta be.
Cause of death, suicide by hanging. Yeah.
By hanging.
Yep.
Very Chris Cornell-esque.
Stop. It's still too soon. I can't talk about it.
Well, the reason I say that is because that ties in directly with this episode.
Yep. Yeah, so again, another callback to our previous episode. It was celebrities who died with suspicious circumstances. So there was a bit about Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington, who died within a couple months of each other, were very close friends. One was a godfather for the other's kids. Very, very good friends. Both died by the same methods. Very short time frame, and both were supposedly working on a documentary to expose some of the child trafficking ring. And Chester Bennington himself was a victim of abuse, although I don't know to what extent. I don't know if it was sexual or if it was, physical or whatever. But I do believe it was sexual. Yeah. I think it was like a family member or like an older babysitter or something to that effect. But I think it was sexual. But so obviously had very strong ties to that himself, and yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a slew of tweets from, like I said, Anthony Bourdain, Kobe Bryant, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and even Queen Elizabeth. Now, again, I don't know how much of these are true, how much are fabricated. There's not legitimate information, but there's reported tweets that state something to the effect of, I have information that will lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton from all of those people. Okay. And a former Japanese prime minister as well. So, you know, again, how much of that is legitimate, how much of it was buried. And I'm going to include a graphic for you guys. There is a really big graphic, and honestly, if I went through the whole thing, it would just be insane. But some of the information that I have goes back as far as 1986, and then, you know, as recent as 2016. So I'll put this up 22. On our... Well, yeah, well, this graphic specifically is from 1977 is the earliest date on this, and then leading up to 2016 with Hillary Clinton's campaign and Pizzagate. So I'll include it. Feel free to look at it. If you see anything else that you think is worth mentioning that I didn't cover that you want to bring attention to, please feel free. A lot of it I felt like was questionable at best. I mean, I think the whole thing is questionable, but again, if I had gone through every single bit of information, we'd be here for hours. So, what are your thoughts? What do you think about all of that?
I mean, I think, again, all politics aside, I think that the Clinton family is an absolute mess. Hillary, I guess, is kind of idolized by many women because she tried to crush shatter the glass ceiling or whatever to be the first female president. But you don't get to that level without doing some serious shit. Like, you could be fucking awesome at what you do. Yeah. But you probably figuratively and physically need to stab some people in the back to get to that position.
As a woman, or as just as a politician in general? As a woman. Yeah. I mean, I do think that politics is a very a boys' club.
Yes. So, I can see this being a thing. I also feel like if you have that level of power, you kind of can... The one thing I was thinking... I mean, you can kind of do what you want.
I was going to say, they definitely seem untouchable.
Yeah, like, and what I was thinking with, like, you were saying that you were thinking a lot more of this stuff is coming out now because the internet's more prominent.
Yeah. I just think the access to information is different now than it was then.
Right, so you said that, and it could be that, but it could also be that they just think they're untouchable, and they're not doing as much. Sloppy. They're not doing as much to cover it up in the ways that they were previously.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that could be a possibility for sure.
Yeah, I think every politician high up that you have ever seen even have the potential to run for president has some big fucking skeletons in their closet.
Absolutely.
And it's skeletons that are there because they had to do something to get in the position of being a president.
I definitely think there's a lot of like stepping on and walking over people to get to certain things. Like you said, figuratively and literally. I mean, I do think that there's a very strong idea that politicians do a lot of really nasty, shady shit on both sides of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. Again, this is not a political thing. Mm-hmm. Whether we're Republican or Democrat. Yeah. No, whether we're Republican or Democrat doesn't matter. There's shit on both sides. And in between...
Sasquatch. Team Sasquatch.
Yeah, Kanye for president,
oh,
baby.
God, no.
It'd be funny as shit. You think Trump's Twitter was funny? Mm-mm. Yeezy, baby.
Yay. It's a yay now,
yay,
isn't it?
That's right, yay.
Jesus Christ.
No, politics aside, beliefs, what works for our house aside, there are shitty people in every walk of life. But I truly believe that there are more shitty people in politics than there are in any other profession.
Oh, yeah.
And, and I said it before, I vote for who I think is going to do the best for our country, my family, my life, your life, my kids, my future grandkids, my grandparents. I want the person that's going to take the best care of us.
Yeah.
I don't really look at it as, oh, I don't like him or her as a person.
Right.
I'm not inviting them to my dinner table.
Well, if you did,
no.
At least you know hot sauce is going to be there if Hillary comes.
Hot sauce.
Yeah, you didn't finish your thought,
I must have
and
missed
then
that.
we'll go into that one.
But again, like, I'm not inviting them to my house for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I am not leaving them alone in a room with my niece or my cousins.
Fuck no.
Or anybody that I love. And that's not the point of politics. People have gotten so personal about things lately, and it's, oh, I don't like him or her as a person, or I don't like this, or I don't like that, or can you believe he or she said this? That's not the point. The point is, how are they going to run our country? And that's where the shit gets way too crazy. That's why people now, like, have no fucking problem anymore talking about shit that it used to be religion and politics. No, you keep that shit to yourself.
Nope, you've flown it now.
We were at a concert, and someone said something to me about a particular artist from the 90s, and they were like, oh, he supports so-and-so. How do we feel about that? And I said, I don't feel anything about that. That has nothing to do with his music. That has nothing to do with why I liked this artist in the past, why I still like them now, and I'm not going to get into that. And I left it at that. And I did end up texting this person later and down the road. It might have been the next day, and just said, hey, I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable with my response. But for me, I don't get into it. I don't think that information belongs to anyone other than me. Yeah. You and I don't even talk about who we voted for, because it's what I do behind that curtain is none of your damn business. I do what works for me, and I vote for who I think works for me and my family and my life. What that means for anyone else around me, that's why everyone has their own choice. It has nothing to do with me or that artist or that situation. That is what works for their house.
Right.
So the fact that we're going to choose who we support or whose music we like or whose whatever based on their political affiliation, which, by the way, you shouldn't even fucking know. Like, why do we feel this need to share this platform on such a grand scale of like, oh, I support this person or oh, I support that person? It's not anybody else's business. So the fact that this particular artist felt the need to say who they support is fucking stupid to begin with. And then that other people are choosing whether or not they're going to support that artist based on that statement is fucking stupid too. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change what they put out. If you like their music, you like their music. It has nothing to do with who they voted for or how their house functions. Who gives a shit? Right. It doesn't directly affect your life. Just like someone and their same-sex marriage, that doesn't affect my house. I don't give a shit. You do you. Do what makes you happy. Love who you love. I'm 1,000,000% on board with that. I am in a heterosexual marriage. I am a straight, cisgendered woman. My husband is a straight, cisgendered man. That doesn't...
cisgendered? What's that?
That means that you're not transgendered.
Okay.
But, like, if you are... I don't give a shit. If you're good to me, if you're a good person, you respect me, I respect you. That's all I need to know. I don't give a flying rat's ass who you vote for, what you believe in, what works for you in your house. You do you. I'll do me. We'll be fine. But I think, I've kind of gotten on a soapbox here, but I think that at the end of the day, take what we said with a grain of salt. It doesn't mean that we believe it or don't. Whether you believe it or not, great. Tell us what you think. If you think some of it was believable, some of it was crazy, fine. Say that. We are not going to think any less of you based on where you stand on the spectrum and what you feel or believe or what works for you. But yeah, that's all.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay.
It's just I feel like I need to add that disclaimer to stuff like this because yes, we did talk about the Clintons very heavily and they are Democratic and a lot of it seems like a dig at the Democratic Party, but
I don't think it was a dig at the Democratic Party at all. I think
I don't want anybody to think that that's the point of this because it's not. It's just putting the information out there. You guys can pick what you want to believe from it or not. Fine. God bless you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, I do think that if you're high up in politics in any fashion, there's shit that happens that needs to be covered up most likely, and some people go to extremes to do it. And
that was kind of my point. Is like you're not picking the person personally.
Right. You're not inviting them to the left side of the bed. Is what she's saying.
My side of the bed.
So
I'm not inviting them to my side of the bed. You're correct.
The one thing I didn't say about that was
about the bed.
Yeah, which I just remembered is after because I tried to research this online to see if there was how the toilet paper roll patent is it over or under? Yeah. So I was like, is there a purposeful thing that a mattress store teaches you when they're selling you a mattress or something? How do they what do they say? So I was looking this up, and the one thing that I came across, which is genius, is the guy always sleeps on the left side of the bed. Very deep eye roll coming from over there, because I did tell you this. The theory, the thought is the guy always sleeps on the left side of the bed, because the woman picks her side first, and then the guy gets what's left. And that's
fucking stupid.
The way to, and realistically, somebody commented on there, on our Facebook too, of
the only opinion that matters is your wife's.
No, well, somebody said that, but
which, by the way, that was my cousin. So thanks, Jim.
No, somebody said, "What is this side of the bed you speak of? I sleep diagonally."
So it's funny because as soon as that person said that, I thought about how I sleep. So I usually have my head on the pillow, and then I have my legs draped over your leg. Yeah. I'm usually kind of diagonal too. Yeah. So, and I didn't realize it. I just kind of always thought I was on my side with one leg over, but I am way more diagonal than I used to be.
Yeah, but all said and done, my boy John Wagler was right in his comment saying, Dale, if you're going to put a poll up, at least give the people an option.
It was 56-44. That is not a freaking...
It's a majority.
It is a majority, but it's not like it was 85-15.
May as well have been.
Oh, no.
It's win or lose, homegirl. It's not kind of won, kind of lost.
You kind of lost.
Did I? I think I won.
You did win. When you married me, bitch.
Winner. All right.
Damn Skippy.
Let's shut this down. What was this snack that you had here?
It was those chocolates that Pishan gave me.
Oh, cool.
I should have asked all of my PT and OT friends.
You should have.
Because I'm sure. So now.
We need more follow up on this.
I'm pretty sure that in my evaluations it does say which side of the bed, if I do bed mobility with a patient. And now I don't know what I usually put, but I guess I put it based on what I think, and now I don't know if I've been doing it right this whole time. Well, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to ask. I'll put it out to my work practice website and see if they'll post it.
I'm gonna stop at a mattress store and ask.
Okay. That's another episode.
Mm-hmm.
See if they're on the up and up.
Yeah.
I read that mattress companies only have to sell one mattress a month in order to meet their, in order to be in the green.
Well, because that's not where their money comes from.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyway.
To be continued.
Got enough drink for a toast there, bud?
Of course. My sugar rim is almost gone, but.
Okay. Well, you can take some if you need it.
To the blue dress. The bloody floors that the Clintons supposedly left behind.
Wait, what was the hot sauce?
Oh, yeah. So there's an interview. There was an interview of Hillary Clinton, and somebody said something about hot sauce, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, I keep hot sauce in my purse."
Hillary Clinton said that?
Yeah.
Because Beyonce definitely said that in a song.
I'm maybe she was referencing that in the.
If
I don't
Hillary
know.
Clinton was referencing Beyonce, I will die.
I have no idea, but she said that she keeps it in her purse. Don't. We're doing a quick search here. Did it come up? I'll post the video if I can
Ninja
find
squirrel hot sauce.
Ninja squirrel.
Ninja squirrel.
What is that?
That's what she carries everywhere.
Supposedly.
She was asked to name something she carries with her everywhere she goes. She said hot sauce. And they asked her what brand.
Who owns Ninja Squirrel hot sauce? Jeffrey Epstein?
It's a sriracha from the in-house brand of Texas-based Whole Foods Market.
Who owns it? What's it called? Ninja Squirrel?
Ninja squirrel.
Ninja Squirrel Sriracha. Sriracha. Owner. She probably sells it. Let's see. Who's the owner? Who makes Ninja Squirrel Sriracha? Found it. Whole Foods. Ooh, it's non-GMO. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look that one up. I don't know if I've ever actually had sriracha sauce. Anyway, that's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, we actually have a bunch of episodes planned out now.
Yep.
We went through our schedule. We have a bunch scheduled. We're going to be recording for
We're
the
trying
next
to get
few
ahead
nights.
of the game because we've been
slacking.
like 48 hours before recording shit. So
slacking.
Actually, not even a full 48 hours.
No, yeah. Oh, I know. The editing's been crunch time. So
it's been like more like 36 hours between record and release.
Yeah.
So we need to get ahead. But I've done outlines for three total, including this one. Mm-hmm. And you've got one.
I got one. I got two.
You've got two.
Yeah.
And I've
So
got
we got a
another
couple
one
ahead.
that I've started that I haven't done yet.
We're getting ahead. All right.
We'll fall behind again.
Oh, God, yeah. Some stupid shit's going to happen. But anyway, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Oh, my God, I forgot to say it again because I was so hyped up about the conversation and the follow-up before. Guys, if you want to buy us a drink for an episode, hit the link in the link tree to buy us a coffee. You can buy us coffee if you want. She's not going to drink it. I'll drink it because I fucking love coffee. But you
drink enough for the both of us.
You can put in a small donation there. You can put a note in that donation to what you want us to drink. You can give us a recipe for something.
Please don't be a dick about it, though. Yeah, don't make it fucking...
I'll do it.
Don't make me do a shot. No, I'll take a sip of something. I can't guarantee I'm going to drink a whole thing.
Do something that's going to be like curdly and gross when she drinks it.
I'm not doing a fucking cement mixer. I will... I can't even say it. And what was the one we did on Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
It was like we used curdled rum chata. It was horrible. Oh,
yeah.
Christ.
So if you guys can think of anything to give us a
open.
drink for an episode, awesome. If you have an episode idea, awesome.
If you've got an episode and a cocktail idea that go together, even better. Because clearly we're slacking.
Yes,
so
and we will
send you a coaster.
A coaster as a thank you
and a shout out.
Yes, and I will put lipstick on my lips and kiss the coaster and send it to you.
That's weird.
Why?
It went too far.
It's not a thing people do?
No.
Oh.
I mean, it's a thing that, women used to do to, their men who were in the war and shit.
Oh. Okay.
Used to, kiss the envelope and, spray it with their perfume and shit.
With a kiss.
Yeah.
So sweet.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Thank y'all. Have a great
Thank you.
night. On to the next one, which is going to be a pretty cool one.
Yep. And don't get killed by the Clintons.
Yes.
Or anybody else, for that matter.
Yeah, hey, good disclaimer.